working. I am hoping that everything's alright because for some reason the thingy wasn't working on me. Oh wait, what? Oh, okay. Cool. It appears that I've had 2 chats turned on. Oh well. Okay. There's dot. To be fair, I'm really glad that I can work a bit more on things. Oh, buddy. Buddy. Hi, Augustine. Glad to have you here. How are you? Hope how's it going? New stream, let's go. Hell yeah. Let's go. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. Mate. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, so without any further ado, we are going to actually continue working on our archetypes. So, theoretically, followed your method and finally drew a full body drawing today. Hey, that's so cool. That's so cool. Glad my method actually comes in helpful. At least I hope so, that it was helpful. The hands are still killing me. Oh, for hands there's also a method. Just look how I've been drawing hands. Or rather, how I've been representing them. Simple shapes, see? Everywhere, simple shapes. Everything. So hands can be portrayed in couple different shapes. You also look at your own hand, for example. Right? Like, look how it's built. Look at reference photos for your hands. Right? If you don't know how to draw something, look at the photos. Or make a photo of yourself making a pose, right? If you can do the pose, then for sure the character shouldn't be able to do the pose either. This is actually one of the more important things to be said, actually. Something that a lot of people ignore. If you are not capable to recreate this pose, then it's going to be more difficult for you to draw, because you don't know what does it mean to be in that pose. If you've been capable to recreate it and it hurts, it means the pose is uncomfortable and unnatural. As simple as that. And for example, the character shouldn't be in that pose. If I use myself as reference, I feel like I might die of cringe. I mean, reference doesn't mean drawing yourself. If you are recreating something one-to-one from a photo, then it's not reference. You're just looking at how something looks like. This is important to be said. You don't want to draw from references one-to-one, because every single time you are going to draw, for example, things you don't want to draw, because you are using references for the things you don't know how to draw. So for example, I'm drawing a pose and I don't know what the character is supposed to wear. So I'm going on the Pinterest or Google Graphics, whatever, Google Images, and I'm basically analyzing things like, oh, I like this jacket, I like this shirt, those two are going to fit together. I like this skirt to the shirt, but the jacket doesn't fit anymore, so I'm going to pick this skirt because both the jacket and the shirt is working. So you're assembling things from different photos. This is what is called referencing. So you would basically learn how something looks like. You're building up the structure. You're memorizing the image in your head. This actually even how I'm drawing, despite having no imagination whatsoever. I just know that, oh yeah, head is starting from a circle, neck is a cylinder, torso is a cylinder, pelvis bone is a cylinder, joints are circles, and so on and so on and so on and so on. And like, I'm capable to make a structure of words, how it more or less looks like, right? So even considering that I don't have imagination, I'm still capable to kind of recreate those things with simply by words. So even people with aphantasia are doing something similar to the image library, so to say. And this is what is actually called learning drawing. You're firstly drawing from life, most likely. And second of all, you are in fact using references, like fuck ton of references. Like photos, whatever, right? So drawing from life is going to be really problematic because you have to really sketch quickly, right? Because drawing from life, it's like, oh, you are drawing a stranger on the street, right? This is what is the drawing from life is. You're drawing a live object, right? From reality. So let's say you are driving and taking a train, right? It's not like you can drive a train, but you're taking a train and there's someone sitting somewhere far away. You know, they won't see you drawing them, but you can like pick up a sketchbook and draw them, right? But you have to watch out because you have to really quickly sketch. This is teaching you like how to sketch faster. Drawing from references, teaching you how to build the structures. So after all of it, when you are going to finally like pick things into your head, right? Like smash them with a hammer in your brain. You won't really need reference photos, right? Like, I don't need reference photos, I don't need structure either, but you can still draw it to make it even better, right? So, I was actually talking with someone before the stream, I think. Let me tell you, it was a really specific talk. Oh, if you don't need to use the references for humans, or you don't need to build the structures, why you are still doing that? It's not like I've analyzed every single pose of a person. It's not like I've mastered out everything to one tiny bit that I can create everything from nothing. It's not like anyone can do that. There are masters who spend 50 years drawing. 50 years drawing. 5 decades. And they still need reference photos. They still use reference photos. Kim Jung-gi, a master of drawing from memory, was capable to, for example, reconstruct on paper from memory 70% of engine decomposed into parts. Do you know why only 70%? Because this is where our human brain caps. It's something I've learned the most, and something that actually opened my eyes on something. We are only humans. It's not like we are going to be able to memorize everything. It's not like we are capable to remember 100% of what we saw. Even people with imagination. Right? It's not like I have like superiority because I can remember words and that's it. No, I'm going to forget them anyway. I can't remember things in 100%. It's impossible. That's why reference photos are actually the most powerful tool that artists can use. And the better tools you have for getting those reference photos, if it's your own photos, if it's photos of someone that you know, let's say your friend is making a photo, reference photos for you. Let's say you have access to like reference photo libraries, right? This is something that is critical for art, but it's, despite it being really critical, we can't really push it towards like, oh, it's me, so what, I have to draw me. No, that's not referencing. He do be drawing, yeah. Also, hi Rainy, glad to have you here. How are you? Hope how's going? I believe this is the first incident, so hope you find a comfy corner here. How are you? Sorry that I didn't welcome you previously. Had a, you know, a blast of passion talking through me. But yeah, that's this. No worries, you went on a rant, understandable. References are important, like that's kind of obvious. I mean, to be fair, not for everyone. There are people around the internet and in art community that say that using reference photos is cheating, that it's showing a weakness, etc., and that we're supposed to know those things. It's not true at all. As you've mentioned, they are important, and that's supposed to be obvious. Some people just think they, you know, people wouldn't be taking references from life. That sounds so dumb, yeah. How is reference cheating? That's so BS. Yeah, exactly. It is BS. Because it's making things easier for you. Because older masters were not using that. One argument that they can't stand, then if they wouldn't need reference photos, why they were taking live models? Why they were taking all the tools and going up to their clients and drawing the live person who were standing in front of them in sessions. Those were the references. Those were their people that they were referencing. And that's true. They were also using other tools. Like they were taking live objects, they were taking their students, for example, to draw, etc. Freaking Leonardo da Vinci used references. Exactly! That's exact thing. This is so BS, I can't stand this in art community. Every single person right now wants to be so controversial, so diverse. They want to make everyone feel so bad that they are starting to talk such a bullcrap like this. I despise it. Someone just remembers the reference. Yeah, exactly. When you are drawing something 1,000th time, you won't need to look at it. But when you don't know how something looks like from a certain view, for example, of course you are going to use a photo, but you have to understand the fact that they've been using references 90% of their life. Exactly. So they don't have to rely on them. Exactly. So, as I said, even people who are drawing for 5 decades now, they were still doing those things. Hi, Twirling, glad to have you here. How are you? Hope how's going? I believe this is the first thing, so hope you find a comfy corner here. How are you? I have great templates for faces from Chongmeng, because I'm a complete noob. You've picked really good references, really good. Chongmeng has the best faces ever. He has the best construction for them. They are very realistic though, so yeah. And Polish tutorial sucks, I have. Yeah, they do. They do. Poland needs someone who actually knows how to make a good tutorial. I'm telling you. My first full body drawing was basically me using your last drawing study to study the construction, and I'm really glad that someone could actually use my drawings as the references. Why I was only here for a few minutes, but I learned some things about RTP. I'm really happy, I'm really happy. You know how to practice? Yeah. It is really all about practice, 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 practice. You want, it's because art, like, there are no bad or good artists. It's all about experience. There are more or less experienced artists. That's the only thing going on, really. If you are eventually, when, let's say, if that person is not going to progress anymore because, for example, they drop art, you will reach their level. It is possible. But remember, when you are learning, those people are learning too. For example, look at Samda's arts digital paintings on Instagram. Look at them from the most old ones. You will see how he was progressing. It's not like he was as good as he is right now, but actually he was going through everything. I've only drawn for a month and I've already heard the "can you draw me?" Yeah, this happens a lot. Yeah. People want artworks, but they don't understand that, for example, someone who's not sure of what they are doing, they're going to get really low, are going to have really low self-esteem. People who are just starting. If you would know how many I've had offers, like, oh hey, you draw me, I'm going to post the artwork you are going to make for me on my Twitter, and I'm going to add you. Theoretically, this is also something you're supposed to do with commissions. So that person actually expects me to draw for free. So, like, no, simply don't. Like, this is something that also, like, very critical. Draw what you want to draw. If you really want to draw that person, draw that person. But if you don't want to, say no. The only thing when you're supposed to get yourself to draw someone that you don't want to, then clearly take money for that. Because money recompensates the fact that you don't want this, right? We are drawing a snob now. I want some hot men and women. We're drawing a snob now. So I'm going to design an outfit kinda alterated to be more expensive, so to say. So I would think about like more fancy full dress rather than like a shirt. Of course, head up, because, like, you know, that's like representing the pride, right? That person looks up because it's like, oh, I'm looking down at you. You are on lower level. Like, look how far my chin goes, right? Tuxedo. For men, I would say tuxedo, yeah. But I'm thinking about more of a fancy dress for girls. But I was thinking about giving actually women tuxedo too, like some specialized, different kind of, you know, school outfit, right? Oh, look at me, I'm more important than you, I can wear something else. I don't have to wear that cape you have to wear, right? Like this kind of thing. In suits are hot. I'm going to agree on that. Yeah. There's something about them. And I think I'm going to do that, yeah. Like, I'm going to give her, like, tuxedo or suit, something like this. Then the tight button-ups shirts with ties. Man. They don't have to be even tight. So it's kinda suck. What you mean, Star? I mean, like, women's suits, 70 V-mods then, unlock, bruh. Like, actually giving her like a pencil skirt. One follower to 60 goals, followers goal. Yeah. One follower away. We're so close. Thank you all actually for coming around. Really. It does help me a lot. Like, I've had so many good ideas coming from you too. It's really, I'm really grateful for having you all. For being able to have such a fantastic, you know, group of people as my audience. I was actually never really expecting anything, but I'm really happy. Especially when I can talk with you all so much that we do. It's really fantastic feeling. 60 now. Anyway, YouTube recommended me your stream, but I hate YouTube streams, so yeah, I know what you mean. I'm not going to lie, I've probably learned more from you than anywhere else, so thank you as well. And I'm really glad I can help. I'm really glad I can help. If you would have any other questions, art related, how to draw something, etc., go ahead, ask. When I'm not in my hyper-focus state, I would most likely do my best to show you how to draw something. Even when I'm off stream, you can just add me on the Discord server and go like, hey, I have a problems with drawing this, can you check what I'm doing wrong because it looks off, and most likely I'm going to respond. If I'm really not in like situation where I can't. Also, YouTube tend to attract more trolls than actual viewers, but more people come around since it's also on Reels. Felt that way too much, yeah. Yeah. It's... To be fair, we don't really have much trolls around my streams, at least yet. I'm scared of it because I hate to deal with people that are not interested with anything. Like, you know, I'm doing this whole thing for a reason, right? I'm streaming for a reason. I want to show how I'm drawing. I want to help some people possibly also to learn how to draw, if I can, or if they want to. And, you know, trolls are going to come around, be very distracting. I hate it. I'm not really caring about them. Like, go on, you can troll, but it's not like I'm going to let them troll. It's just like, oh, okay, you are a troll, you are not going to be participating in the chat anymore. So that's the thing. Like, I have, oh my goodness, good job on the eyes, it's pissing me off already, perfect eye snob, yeah. Like, kind of eyes. Oh. It's also about like facial expressions too. Join the Discord, probably gonna hang there daily around midnight, 1 AM, since I have nowhere to be around that time. To be fair, I'm quite active. Gotta go, got exhibition matches coming. Good luck, man. Good luck, Rainy, really. Hope you'll win the exhibitions. Perfect for a snow, yeah. Thank you. So, I'm wondering how far we are going to go today. So what's the name of the game going to be? I don't know yet. I actually have no idea. I've just started doing this project because here's the thing, I want to start selling assets for indie games. And so tile sets, character sets, etc. I'm making this game because one, I want to finally release my first indie game, and two, I want to make a game for assets. I'm going to finish the assets, and if I'm really not going to fill the game, I can just drop it because I'm going to achieve the main reason. But I really want to do it because one, I'm already making assets to sell them later on. I'm already making portfolio for concept art for this project, and I'm already learning C#. Making this game is going to help me learn C#, and I'm going to actually have my very first game already done. 5 things getting knocked up. 5 things with one single project. Don't know what the name of the game is going to be yet. No, really. So this is actually my curse. This is the first stream I watched. What's the game about? The game is going to be about more like wizarding school kind of thing, so it's going to be like, oh, typical RPG. Oh, save the world from the evil magician or something like that. Like, I'm referencing like Harry Potter's world, but I want to make it slightly better in some sort of sense, because we know how people feel about this universe anyway. Oh wow, yeah. So Harry Potter and the Thinker's Rock. Harry Potter. Holy fuck. That's something I wasn't expecting. Okay. Harry Potter. Never heard of it. The Thinker's Rock. I'm going to make it. Congrats, Zega, you've just got an Easter egg in the game. I'm thinking about like giving her a corset. Corset seems like expensive for me. I don't know why. Some weird guy under the stairs. Yeah, and he's going to have a Tinker's Stone. And there's going to be a meme. The fuck you doing? You're not the thinker. Like this meme. Let's go. But goddamn, my precious. When we are going to actually make him, you'll be able to name him. Just remember to remind me about this. Who's the main character? Main character is going to be actually a kinda pervy redhead girl. So to say, like that's the idea for now, for that character, for that peculiar character. You know, I've never really ever thought of a pervy girl like I can. I mean, she's going to be kinda pervy, but also kinda simpletonic. She's just going to be a simple girl, basically. It's not like she's going to be, I don't know, like, oh, you know, trying to get everyone to the bed or anything like that. It's just going to be the thing, like, she's going to... I don't know. Like, you can, for example, have lines of dialogues like, oh, I can shove this wand up somewhere. So better watch out, or something like that, when she's going to, like, argue with someone. Like this kind of girl. More like a... I don't want to say really, like, typical pervy, but also not... She's not going to be like a tomboy. It's not like tomboyish thing. Like, simple tonic thing. Like, I can't really think of a girl going balls. Like a guy going boobs. I mean... Theoretically, a lot of girls are also going oh boobs, etc. Wondering where I pulled this one out from. Keep guessing. Oh no. No. So, like, it's not like she's going to be flirting pervy or something like that. That's for sure. Maybe just vulgar would be a good word for it. Like a vulgar redhead of some sort. I guess that's a good thing to assign. Yeah, like a vulgar girl. There you go. Let's do some fucking magic, bitch. Yeah, like this. Exactly. Howdy all. Howdy James. How are you? How have you been, man? Haven't seen you in a while. Because, like, let's remember that all the characters are 18. Like, this is exactly like how all our students in the school. This is how long it takes to finish the school. So they are ending at 24. So you can be assured that, like, every single character, even at the youngest quote-unquote year, they're 18. Your streams are usually where I'm at work. I have today off. Hey, that's nice. That's nice. I am also having a day off. Recently I've been streaming a bit earlier, actually. Because of night shifts. I had many night shifts. A lot of them. Really a lot of them. God damn it. I had, like, what, whole month of night shifts? At least I hope it wasn't like a waste of time. But yeah, like a vulgar kind of girl. That's going to be the main hero. I'm still thinking about it though, because, like, I want to make it, like, kinda funny, but also kinda serious, so, you know. I swear to God, today is a weather that is impossible, really. It's impossible to survive. Like, the air is metallic for some reason. So I don't know if it's like air for me it's metallic because I'm having a nosebleed or if there's actually something happening outside. I mean, I guess it can smell metallic when it's hot, I guess. Not sure of that, but... Okay. Next thing you know, there's 2 bodies outside your house. Bruh. Imagine. I wouldn't be shocked. It's like smelling all around. I mean, we have a crematorium right in the middle of the city, and when they are turning on the forges, it reeks on the whole city, but it never reeked so hard to actually smell like a sulfur or metal. So either they've burned like a Satan or something like that, or there's actually something else going on. They might be cleaning the sugar factory actually, because it's also nearby my town. Or dead animal nearby. Possibly. I have really tall grass behind my house, so behind my block, because I'm living in a flat. So like behind there's like a huge tall grass, so there might be actually a dead animal somewhere in there and just nobody knows. If I'm going to be awoken, for example, tomorrow by people that are going to cut the grass and someone is going to scream fuck on the whole street, then I know that they've actually hit something. Something dead. Bruh, imagine. It's also really bad that we have so many different things, like a factory or a crematorium. Exactly do you draw cloth folds? So basically I'm looking for tension points. So for example, over here there are going to be like, you know, stomach area, right? So like stomach area is going to pull a bit more clothing because of course it has to cover the stomach. So it's going to be like pinned by the corset, right? So it's going to develop pressure points around here, right? Because I'm kind of bringing everything there. Another thing, like, there are like some point of pressure on the material, so there's going to be like a 1 centimeter of a pull up, right? Like this is going to stand out. This is going to stand out because it's like getting pressed, right? But there's like excessive cloth going on. Right, so you can make like many different folds this way. And when it comes to the folds, I'm kind of looking at the same type. Like I look how stretched the material is around the surface, so and how much give I can make. So for example, there are like different kinds of folds. So for example, we have something called diaper fold. So diaper fold needs 2 points like this. And it meets like this in the middle. So diaper fold is like folds that are going from the middle to those 2 points over here, right? Next fold is crease fold. So when you are actually like creasing the material, quite often it tends to go in triangles. So the more creased the material, the flatter the triangle is going to turn, right? And sometimes it's not even going to touch, like this. And it's actually like kind of that. It also depends like how much of material you have, because you can even go like as here. Look, it kind of looks like a diaper fold, right? It's just excessive material hanging from point here. So of course, like if there's, let's say, a cylinder around here, you are going to have material on it. Of course, the material is going to crease around it, right? So just because the material creases around the cylinder, right? It develops the same shape as this cylinder that it's on. So it's going to be folded in cylindrical version. So if it's a square, you have to somehow fold the square on the cylinder. So for example, you can place like a paper towel on a cup, right? So, and you are going to see how this square cloth is going to actually behave. There's also like different kinds of materials, because you can have how's it called now? You can have harder materials and softer materials. You can have heavy materials. You can have soft heavy material, but also light soft material, and other way around, like, you know. There's many different possibilities, really, for materials. So again, look how for example shirt behaves at reference photo. Again, that's going to help you too, but it's good to keep in mind those things, that there are like points to which everything is like dragging. Just look at this. We have this boob material goes here, this side goes here, and this thing goes here. See? Those three creases are going to the same point. This is actually where I'm coming from. And the same thing happens everywhere, on every single clothing. There have to be a point to which all those clothes are bringing in. So for example, I know that legs are going where the bottom of the legs is going to be, so I can just erase that. And now, thank you so much, no problem. I'm going to use it now too, so if you still have some things, you can also look into that. So basically, this is like a long skirt, which is kinda tighter around like waist, around ass area, right? So generally there's going to be a pin coming from here, because of course there's the fold generating here because of the belts and stuff. There's going to be area coming here, because it's like, I quite often call it panty line or something like that, because it kind of looks like panties, but it's not really panties. So yeah. And based on that, I'm creating other folds, right? You have a fold here. This fold going to wrap here, right? So we already have our first folds. That's cool. We can add something like that to add even more material sticking out, right? It's going to give more depth to everything too. And ta-da, we have a skirt. Just couple lines, things are bringing into one point. Perfect. I'm genuinely learning a lot from just 3 of your streams. Observe. I'm trying my best to like show my processes and explain what I'm doing every single stream. I'm really happy it helps learning someone, really. So for hands, because you've had some issues with them, for hands, it also then you can also build them from simple shapes. So most shapes are like upside down trapezius, square or rectangle generally, and triangle. So this is the fist, right? This is opened palm, front and back, and this is side view of your hand. Those 3 shapes are the key to actually making perfect hands. Sometimes you can see me making them rounder. It's just for me. It's like style connected, so that's that. But those 3 shapes are what you need, actually. Drawing fingers, erasing things, and we have a hand. As simple as that, really. If you know what's the shape of your hand, you can nail it. Also, you know, things like, oh, what's the finger thickness, how long the finger is supposed to be. You can simply get those informations also from reference photos, but generally middle finger is like your palm. You can even take like a measuring ruler or something like that and just measure that it's more or less the same length as your palm. The pointer finger is kind of smaller. It's like 2.5 bone from finger. Are you or just look at your own hand? I assume if you draw, then you have one. Yeah, sure. I mean, yeah, that works perfectly, right? So like, you can, again, you can make your own photos, etc. Find photos on the around the internet, really, like Pinterest. Pinterest is probably the best source for reference photos. You see, I don't have boobs to place my hand on Zaga. Ask someone else who has boobs, bruh. Imagine someone just walks up to a girl, hey, can I touch your boobs? Real quick. Hey, can I put hand there? It's for art purposes. It was for a reference photo. God damn. God damn. You should put some rings on the hand to make it look like she's all showing off. Yeah. Here we go. The thumb needs to be bigger. There. Works fine. So yeah. Hand can be bigger too, itself. It's posed like, it's not like some filthy commoner like you would understand. Actually, I want to make like a snob character that's going to say that, oh, I'm in a special class. And like, okay, yeah, I can see. And stuff. Like the guy would just, guy or gal would just self-roast. Oh boy, now I came to the conclusions. I have to draw facial expressions. Okay, I have to know what emotions I have to show. It just got to me. Fuck. If I remember correctly, women have like one flap like over here. It's guys who have double flap. Heels? Yep. Most likely. That'd be suitable for mage. I mean, if there are like, you know, self-adoring... To be fair, yeah, heals are suitable for mages, witches, sorcerers. Most likely. If there's any class, like fantasy class that would wear something like that, for sure it's mage. And it fits anyway, because they are still students, so, like, you know. And also, for example, that also generates funny moments in the game, because, for example, oh, she's going to wear high heels for, like, travel through the thing. It's for sure the bard instead. Okay. We have a snob down. And a creepy person now. A creep. Okay. Let me pour myself some water. And think. Circular glasses. A creep would have circular glasses? Maybe? I mean, a lot of, like, actually pervy girls in anime are with circular glasses, I don't know why. One, two, three, four, five, six. 6 done, 6 more to go. So creep 1. Later. She would be like kinda hunched, right? Kinda like that. Are there going to be same amount? Because those are not characters for the game, those are just archetypes. Archetype doesn't mean that it's a character that's going to be a character in game, an NPC. Archetype means that we are planning out how character of this certain archetype most likely is going to be. A feeling, a theme for such characters, right? So you know that for Rebel we have more punkish, right? For seductresses it's like kinda slutty student. Oh yeah, E. So that's generally it. So for guys it's going to be the same set of archetypes. Okay. Let's give her a band-aid on the glasses. Let's give her double braid. Like she'd be hiding in the base and making the most diabolical potions. Yeah. Good. I can already hear her saying, check this out. Who's the villain? I want to make like a typical villain searching for a revenge. It's going to be Evil Witch. So the Evil Witch is going to be like an old attendee of the magical school we are going to attend, but she's going to be like kinda like pushed out from the coven. Okay. So we have our creep. So like a messy clothing, very simple. Kinda looking like they would prepare themselves, you know, really fast. Because for example, I don't know, they've had like, I don't know, potion making session for the past 2 hours. And just left the room, sometimes looking like they are still wearing pajamas. Hmm. 5 more. My laptop's dying, so I'm gonna go now. Have a nice stream. Thank you, thank you. To be fair, I'm actually thinking about making this stream shorter. Just to tomorrow, since I'm going to have also day off. Tomorrow, waking up early and trying to make a couple streams which are going to be only concept art related. God save me, maybe at 9, something like this. So I'm going to wake up at 9, make myself a coffee, probably walk out my doggo, and I'm going to stream till 1 PM. Then I'm going to walk out my doggo, make another cup of coffee, probably bring myself something to eat, something simple, and then we are going to draw until I would assume 5 PM, and then we are going to start streaming at 7 PM. If I'm going to wake up, because recently I'm having issues with that, but yeah. I've done my best to actually wake up early today, because I've woke up at 11. It was a huge jump, because day before yesterday I've actually woke up at 1:30 PM. So yeah, I'm having issues with waking up. It's because of the night shifts, I'm telling you. But yeah, folks, sorry that recently those streams were so short. I really want to give you some more, and probably tomorrow I'm going to do everything to rush rest of those archetypes, and we are going to actually maybe do first designs of guys, because I will have to also design male outfits, then design archetypes for males, and then we'll be able to actually sit down and design actual characters, make concepts for those characters, right? Like actual students, actual NPCs we'll be able to talk with, etc, 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 etc. So this kind of thing. Probably I'm going to try to make NPC for each archetype, so there's going to be 12 NPCs plus main hero and 3 of the main hero's friends. There's going to be team of villains, the main villain, and 4 side villains, which are going to be like underlings. We'll have to make concepts for places, and we'll have to make concepts for items like wands and other things. So there's going to be a lot of different concept arts. A lot of different concept arts, really. So, sorry once again, but Thanks Rainy and thanks Zaga for being active in the chat on Twitch. Thanks Agustin, Twirling and Juicy for being active in the chat on YouTube. And as always, stay creative, and I hope to see you all in the next stream. Bye bye.